What would you do if someone close to you could not tell you what they were going through until it's too late?
My lawyer committed suicide. I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, surely, my friend, what have you done?
Sometimes people leave behind more questions than answers.
I can't get over it. Throwing herself all the way from 5th floor, mpaka chini. I have been trying to wrap my head around it. I just can't get over it. If you're in that position, if you're at that place where you just feel like you are so depressed, you are so lonely, you just want to end it all, please, please, please consider that there's someone out there that still loves you. I'm here just requesting you, please. If you've been having suicidal thoughts, if you've been feeling like giving up, if you've been thinking of doing something crazy, please remember there are people that still love you. And imagine I showed up in court expecting her to also show up. In fact, I was just showing up, I was like, let me just check how my case is going. Until the other advocate, as in, the way there's a plaintiff and then there's a defendant. And until the plaintiff's advocate says that my advocate didn't even put up their notice of appointment, I was like, where? I'm going to hunt this girl down. I'm going to hunt her down. I remember even calling my friend, in Safaricom. I'm like, track this number for me, Lord. Just check for me. What is going on? Why didn't she show up? She's not picking calls. Yeah, only for me to realize after digging that my advocate actually committed suicide. She threw herself from the top of a building, from the 5th floor, all the way down and died. Oh my God. I can't stop thinking about her. Like, I just keep asking myself, like, I call her name and I'm like, what have you done? What have you done? I've been listening to all the materials that I could get, and at some point I got, a clip of her mom just asking, what is this that she could not even tell her? And then I remember also getting a clip of her dad saying that he actually thought he knew his daughter, but at this point he has realized that he did not even know his daughter. Be on the lookout for these people who smile a lot. Those people just keep making us laugh. We're here, we are laughing. They are going through a lot and they're about to do crazy things. Hi guys, my name is Elsie, and if you're seeing me for the first time, welcome to this channel. Yeah, this is Elsie's World, where I do mostly vlogs and I focus my content around lifestyle, motherhood, and of course everything in between. I have a matter in court, and so we had been sent to do mediation, of course without giving you all the details of it, because once a matter is in court, then it is just in court and it cannot be discussed anywhere else. But just to give you guys context, I hired a graphic designer for my company to design a logo for me, which they did, and I paid them. Then after that, I did my search at KIPI, Kenya Industrial Properties Institute, where of course I got my search result that showed that the logo did not belong to anyone at that point. So we started using the logo on our merchandise and all of that, only to realize that actually there's another company that has a logo that, of course, now it became an issue, and then they went to court and all of that, and that is why we are here. Okay, so at some point we started to explore options of settling this matter out of court, outside court. And so we were sent to do court annexed mediation, which we did, and it was not successful. Let's just say it was not successful, or even maybe just to say how it was, like the advocate their advocate kind of sabotaged the process. It looked like we were making headway, but we just ended up not making headway, as in not being successful. So in short, the mediation process was not successful. So at some point, when we had just finished the mediation process, within our estate, there was a legal clinic that was sponsored by a church that I go to. So in this legal clinic, this is where I met this advocate in question. Okay, and when we met, she was this young lady. She's dark, beautiful. I even hated that I'm using was, that she was dark, she was beautiful. So I met her and we kind of just clicked. And I remember it was on a Saturday. So there was a medical camp and a legal camp. And, I didn't even want to go to that legal clinic, as in the legal side of it. I was just so much into the medical camp, and also because it was hosted by the church that I go to, I was also there to just volunteer and also just direct people. Okay, so somewhere towards the end of the whole thing, the whole medical legal clinic, I just felt okay. Let me just see what is here at legal. So when I went there, I met this lady, so beautiful, like I said, amazing. She had this charming, beautiful smile. She was dark. I just, oh my God, yeah. She was everything you would want. So beautiful. So then, while I was there, like, I remember I didn't even want to talk about the matter that I had in court, because at that point, you see, there are things in your life that you'd rather not talk about. Yani, they are so stressing for you, or rather they stress you so much that you feel you don't want to talk about them. And especially on a weekend, on a Saturday, we are hanging out. I'm like, I'm just here to volunteer. There's a medical camp. I just want to direct people to where they're supposed to be. I don't even want to talk about it. So that is how we started the conversation with this lady. And I was like, life has really happened for me. Because of course I'm also mourning the loss of my business. The business was moving so well. At least I had something going. I had this amazing gym wear that I was showing people, that I was selling to ladies, and ladies were looking so nice. I was so excited. We were looking snatched, and now we have interim orders. We can't sell. And for those of you that are asking, Elsie, do you still have gym wear? The good answer is yes, I do have them, but I cannot sell them. So I have them, but now I cannot move. So that feeling, I was in that space, and I just felt I did not want to talk about it. So that is where we started. And so in the course of that, just sharing with each other, and she opened up to me, and she was like, you know what, now that you have just done mediation and it did not work, there's an advice that she gave me that I felt, okay, this is nice. Now, I was not considering having her as my advocate. At that point, we were just connecting at friendship level. So we started talking here and there. So as we progressed towards the day when my matter was coming up for mention on 9th of July 2024, I remember at some point, the advocate that I was dealing with was not picking calls for some reason. I want to believe that maybe this advocate thought that I was going to involve him in the mediation process, and I was supposed to be paying like 5,000 per hour, 5,000 per session, and mediation is between parties. It's between me and the person who is suing me. So I felt like the advocate was just coming there, sitting, not saying anything, and then I pay 5,000. Meanwhile, my business is stalled, like I'm not selling. So I was like, where am I going to be getting this money to be paying you? And again, we had these sessions like 2-3 times a week because we had a deadline. When it's court annexed mediation, it means that you guys have a deadline to settle your scores. If it's not working, that you guys are supposed to go back to court. So I think from that is what made the other advocate not pick calls. And I get it, we've got bills and life has to go on. So anyway, because she was not picking calls, and I was already in contact with this other lady that I'm telling you was so charming and so beautiful, and we were just vibing. So, well, I asked her how much would it cost if you were to take up this matter for me and just, represent me in court. She gave me the figures. We agreed on the down payment. I started paying. Okay, so I paid. She filed the documents. She even served the other party with the documents. Okay, so she worked so well up until that point. And then the matter was coming up for mention on 9th of July 2024. So 9th of July, because I had already put up a notice to represent myself, I just saw myself, okay, even if this lady is representing me in court, let me just show up. Okay, let me just show up and see how is she handling the matter. I just want to see how is it going. Is she a good advocate? Because yes, we've just connected at personal level, but how is she really in court? So I wanted to see. When I showed up, what happened is this, the other advocate, the main advocate, had not attended court that day. She had sent a proxy. So the proxy that was representing this advocate came in and said, you know what, we have just been served with some documents and we require more time for us to do what? To put up our response. And immediately she said that, the judge said, it's okay, no problem, let me give you up to 23rd of September. This matter will be coming up for mention on 23rd of September. So when she said that, she picked up the next case and she left ours. Immediately, this advocate called me. Okay, my advocate, she called me and she said, but then I'm in court. I was there, I've heard what she said. She said that we meet on 23rd of September. If these guys require more time to put up a response, then it's okay, let's just give them more time. As long as we have enjoined, because we're really trying to enjoin KIPI, like Kenya Industrial Properties, into that suit for them to explain to us what actually happened, because we are not at fault. We paid a graphic designer and then we also did our search, so we have all the documents from KIPI to show where we actually got our logo and that we actually went through the legal process. Okay, so she said, no problem, let's meet then. Yeah, so days went by and months went by, and a lot happened in between. In fact, now that I'm trying to recall, on that same 9th of July, Bishop Alan Kiuna died on that day. And then there was a lot, like, we were attending memorial service, burial service, yada yada. And then after that, I remember my husband was coming home. So hubby came home. And when he came home, we actually took them the entire month of September off. Actually, from end of August to end of September, we were traveling. We went to Kilifi, we went to different places. And like I told you, there's the aspect of your life that is so stressful that you don't even want to bring it up, you don't want to talk about it. So in between, I did not talk to my advocate. I did not. We did not see any need. It's the other party that required time to put up their response, as we had already done our work. So come 23rd of September, I show up in court. No, actually before 23rd, because 23rd was on a Monday. So Saturday, the Saturday before 23rd of September, I start calling her. Because I'm like, hey, are you ready for Monday? Is there anything we need to do before that? Is there anything I need to know? Those are the things that I wanted to ask her. Where come 23rd of September, my friend, she was not picking calls from Saturday, Sunday. I called so many times Monday morning. She was not picking calls. I was wondering what is happening with this lady. And that's when I went to court. I just showed up and I was looking so confused. I remember telling the judge that I am so shocked that my advocate is not here. And so I tried to explain to the judge that I am equally surprised that my advocate did not show up. I've been trying to call her and I don't know what is going on. Then the other advocate, the advocate to the plaintiff, brings up something. He says, Your Honor, the advocate in question has not even placed her notice of appointment. And I was like, what? Now that is fraud. There's no way. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hunt this girl down. Whatever she tells me, I will believe her. If she tells me she was sick, she had a stomach ache, that's why she didn't show up, I'll believe her. But the part where I will not for sure take it is where she did not even put up her notice of appointment. So by now I was so mad. I called my friend who works at customer care, Safaricom. I called her, I told her, please check this for me, do this for me. So as in, like, help me think. So she told me, report to the police stations, do CIDs, do what, do all those things. Yeah, just report to the police station, get an OB number, come, they'll track it, they'll put a red flags due to that number and all of that, keep tracking and all of that. And at some point I'm thinking, I already have a lawsuit. There's no way I'm now looking for another trouble. Apana, me, I just want to know where this advocate is. So then I remember that I met her through a legal clinic organized by the church that I attend. So what happened, I started looking for her in church. So I remember that Sunday I went to church now. Then I saw that the leader of the service that day was a leader of the young professionals who normally do things like those medical clinics and the legal clinics. So I could not wait for service to be over. So after that, I followed this guy and then I asked him, one of your members came to our estate, we talked, and then she was supposed to represent me in court and she did not do it. And I paid her money. Now I don't understand what is going on. Please help me understand. Then after I'm done ranting, because of course I'm ranting and I'm just going on and on and I'm trying to know, what do I do now? So when I finished, he just looked at me and he told me, you know what? She died. Yo, like, let me tell you, when I tell you that my stomach dropped to the level of my knees, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain how I felt in that moment. I was so confused. I was also trying to be empathetic, but at this point, I'm also mad. And I'm also trying to internalize what... Yeah, so there I was, trying to be this understanding Kenyan, understanding Christian, while also feeling so disappointed and all of that. And when I look at the whole thing, how amazing this lady was. We've talked about the beautiful smile. And I remember going back to now begin to search her name across all social media platforms. I was like, I really want to know what could have happened. Somebody please give me closure. So when I Googled her name, because I tried Instagram, Facebook, zero. I couldn't find anything. I tried both names in different ways. I couldn't find. So when I went to Google, that is when I was able to see her funeral ceremony pop up on YouTube. And then I went on to watch. And my God, everyone was talking about how they didn't see it coming. Her boss mentioned that they had just talked 3 hours before the incident and she was equally shocked. Her mom said they had just talked. Her dad said they talked. She was just smiling. She was just happy. You can really hear a smile when someone is just, from the other side of the phone, of course, even if you're not seeing them. And no one could catch it. And I remember her mom saying how she is so prayerful and she always gets things before they actually happen, but this one was definitely hidden to her. I remember her dad also talking and saying that this lady was actually the daddy's girl. That daddy's girl in a family. The dad said that all this while he thought that he knew his daughter, but at this point he's convinced that he actually did not know his daughter. And I'm looking at this in different perspectives. As a parent, now I have kids. Okay, maybe you're asking, Elsie, why are you sharing this story? And I've just been asking myself, how many people do I smile at? How many people greet me with that beautiful smile and make me feel like they're just okay, and yet they are not okay? So I'm here just requesting you, please, if you've been having suicidal thoughts, if you've been feeling like giving up, if you've been thinking of doing something crazy, please remember there are people that still love you. You know, I was just looking at all those people that were talking, person after person. Her sisters spoke, her colleagues. I mean, she had just been admitted to the bar December of last year, and she had plans and all of this, and so many people really loved her. But I don't know why she felt like ending her life was the solution. Like, I don't know what really made her feel like nobody really cared for her. So I'm just here to encourage you. If you're in that position, if you're at that place where you just feel like you are so depressed, you are so lonely, you just want to end it all, please, please, please consider that there's someone out there that still loves you. Whoever they may be, they may not even be a relative, but you just have to encourage yourself. And also not to undervalue what you're going through. I still feel like everything that you're feeling is definitely validated. I do not want to invalidate your feelings, but I just want to let you know that everyone is going through something, but you just have to put up a fight. You know, I've just told you about me losing my company, and imagine, let me tell you, for me to even start this company, I had just gone through a pregnancy loss. So I was trying to start a company in order to numb my pain. So I start a company and it looks like it's doing well. And then now I'm here juggling lawsuits and all of that, motherhood here, my husband working outside the country. It may look like it's something very, very prestigious. It is not in any way whatsoever. We still feel like we just want to be together. We want to live together. We want to raise kids together. So me juggling all this motherhood and content and all that, and the stress levels of life, you know, balancing it all, trying to balance marriage and business and content and all these things, and still staying sane in the midst of all of this. I'm just trying to tell you that we are all dealing with something out here, but you've got to speak up. I will never know you have an issue until you speak up. I still feel I spoke to my advocate so many times, but I did not catch it. What I can remember is that on the 9th of July, because that was the last time we ever spoke, on the 9th of July, when she called right after the court session and said, it's okay, we can meet in September. Okay, I didn't catch it then, but now when I look back in retrospect, I can see that it's like she had just finished crying. Do you know that feeling when someone is talking to you after they have just cried? That is what I'm getting. Like the way you can even feel them, the what, do I say the mucus or what? But you can feel the way they do their nose, like, you know, something like that. So I still remember feeling something like that, but I did not catch it. Please, I don't know whether to tell you that you can comment below if you need help. I still feel like you can just comment below if you still feel like you need help. And then I'm kindly calling on all psychologists who are going to come across this video. I'm just asking you, please, if you see someone has commented in the comment section that they need help, please, I know you charge for your services. Please, I am not downgrading your services. I'm not undervaluing your services. I'm just trying to say that if you can just give a pro bono counseling session, just one, not two, just one, and maybe just point them in the right direction. Maybe they just show you the one person that they trust, and you help them open up to that person and maybe begin their healing journey, or just begin to just move from that place of being destitute to a place of at least they have hope for tomorrow. Please, 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 I am begging you in the name of God, please help. And that is the purpose of me doing this video. I'm just saying, if there could be just one person that this video can help, please. And I'm asking you, back to you that is contemplating suicide, please, I'm asking you, if there was just one text, one comment that you could put down there I know you can't talk to someone. I know you have gotten to a place where you feel no one cares. You don't want to talk to anyone. If you can just write it down here and someone picks it up, a psychologist picks it up and just helps you, this video will have done all that it needs to do. So kindly, I'm asking you. I know so many, there are so many stress levels. When you continue to interact with people, you realize people are going through a lot. When I was delivering our last born, one of my friends who we were pregnant with at the same time, her baby arrived sleeping. The baby died. Guys, it is too much. But by the grace of God, I'm asking you, by the grace of God, you have to keep fighting. Your better days are ahead of you. You have to just keep fighting. I'm telling you. And I'm not in any way invalidating what you're going through. What you're going through is big. It's big to you. It means a lot to you. And I really understand. But I'm just asking you, please, if you can put it in the comment section, good for you. And also for you psychologists, even if they do not comment in the comment section, please, if you're a counselor, if you deal with that, please just comment down there. Put your contact, please just put your contact so that whoever comes across this video can at least call that number and get some help, please. And if you can do the first session pro bono, I will be so grateful for you. I'll be so grateful to you. And I'm even just trusting God that in future I can just have money so I can at least be able to sponsor 5-10 people through therapy. Because now what is this? I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, surely, my friend, what have you done? What have you done? Yani, what have you done? Throwing herself all the way from 5th floor, mpaka chini. I am still in shock. I'm still shook by the whole thing. May God help us. I don't know whether I can just pray with you. Maybe I can just pray with you, because now what else can I offer? Father, Lord, I pray for everyone that is contemplating suicide today. And I'm asking you, Lord, by your grace, would you lead them? Would you guide them? Would you grant them hope today? Would you revive their spirits, oh God? My God, I know your word says that hope deferred makes the heart sick. And for them that do not have hope and they feel that their hearts are sick already, God, I pray, would you increase them? Would you encourage them, Lord? Would you send them help in the name of Jesus Christ? Please send them help. May they find help in you, oh God. May you send a destiny helper that will just alter those plans, oh God. I pray for them. I pray for them. For them that are going to write their issues down there, I pray, Lord, may you send them destiny helpers. May you encourage the psychologists to just pick those numbers and just help them. May you just connect them, the therapists and the people who are contemplating suicide. Lord, please connect them and please help them have hope for another day, because we have to fight. We have to fight, guys. We have to fight, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share it with someone that you love. And please be on the lookout for these people who smile a lot. Those people just keep making us laugh. We're here, we are laughing. Kumbe they are going through a lot and they're about to do crazy things. People will say, me kwanza, no one can believe that I'm going through something. Me kwanza, I thank God I'm not looking like my problem. Please, I'm begging you, reach out to that person. Reach out to your sister, your brother, your mom. Someone still loves you somewhere. Someone, even if it's not your relative. Please, for the sake of that one love, please don't do something crazy. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one.